Welcome to the session, a simple C++ program using C++. So these are the topics that I'm going to cover: procedure-oriented programming and object-oriented programming structure, and the basic concepts of OOPs, what are the respective header files that I'm going to use, and the respective data types I'm going to declare in a class, and how to define a class and what is the syntax for the class, how to declare a variable and how to declare a function, what is the structure of a C++ program, and the sample C++ program and the respective errors. So coming to the first line here, procedure-oriented programming, it is a type of programming which a compiler compiles according to line by line. It is a top-down approach. The high-level languages such as COBOL, Fortran, and C uses a procedure-oriented programming. The drawback for the procedure-oriented programming is it doesn't deals with the real-time problems in a well-efficient way. Because of the drawback of the procedure-oriented programming, the object-oriented programming structure has been implemented and introduced. So coming to the object-oriented programming structure, the compiler doesn't compile a program in a sequence or not in a line-by-line way. It is a bottom-up approach, and the examples for the object-oriented programming is C++, Java, .NET, etc. So what are the features or the basic concepts? Coming to the features or the basic concepts, those are objects, classes, data abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, dynamic binding, message passing are the basic concepts of object-oriented programming structure, which is well efficient than processor-oriented programming. So these are the respective header files that I'm going to use in procedure-oriented in C++ programming. String.h is used for string processing functions, and string.h is used for input and output functions, standard output functions. Time.h is used to display the time and date, and stdlib.h is to convert numbers to text and text to numbers, whereas math.h is used for math library functions, and ctype.h is used for text characters. Coming to the data types, there are few more data types in C++ rather than this. So few are here: int, char, float, string, double, void, union, structure. So there are three different types of data types. C++ has been derived into three categories: user defined, built-in, and derived type. So what I have listed here are the built-in functions, whereas int carries 2 bytes of data, char holds 1 byte of data, float holds 4 bytes of data, double holds 8 bytes of data, and long double holds 10 bytes of data, whereas void holds null. Whereas this union and structure are called as user defined types. So these are the few data types used in programming of C++, and this is the structure of C++ program. So include files doesn't nothing but header files, and after header file declaration we're going to declare a class, and whatever the functions we declare, the next to class we are going to define the functions of a class, and later main function is declared. Main function is acting like a heart of a program. So what we are seeing on this slide is nothing but the structure of C++ program. So coming to the definition of a class, it is a combination of, or it is a collection of data members and member functions. Data members are nothing but the variables, and member functions are nothing but the functions. So what are the different types of access specifiers that we are going to use in C++? In C++, we are going to use public and private to in reference to the access specifiers. So what is a syntax? Syntax is like this: class name. So class is a predefined word, and a class name, it is a user defined word. So below the declaration of class, the next line is about to declare the number of variables, access specifiers, and the respective functions. Now going for the next slide, this is an example. Class is a predefined word, student marks is a class name. In this example I have declared four variables: m1, m2, m3 are int data type, and average is of float data type. So my access specifier used here is public, and display underscore total and display underscore average are the two different types of functions I have declared in the class. Coming to the variable declaration, data type, and variable name. So data type may be int, variable maybe m1. Int m1 is an example for the declaration of a variable. If I need to declare more than one variable at a time, so this is the syntax: data type variable name 1 comma variable name 2 comma so on. So every line in C++ should end with semicolon. So previously, if I see the definition of a class, each class also should end with semicolon. So this is how I am going to declare a function. So data type, class name, scope resolution operator, and the respective name of a function. So open the braces. So in between the braces, I have to write the block of statements. So this is the declaration and the definition of syntax of a function. So if you see this, this is an example. My class name is student marks. So void, the data type is void, class name is student marks, scope resolution operator, and the function name is display underscore total. And this is what the block of statements in between the braces. So this is how to write a definition of a function. So if we go with this a sample C++ program. So if we go with this here, in this simple C++ program, I am going to explain you how to do the addition and subtraction in C++ programming. So if you see here, according to the structure, it was defined hash include iostream.h, hash include conio.h are the two header files I have used here. And the class name is add underscore sub. Here I have declared two variables, that is a comma b. The access specifier is public, and the two functions I have used here is add and sub. So if you see here, sub is a function. Sub is a function. I have declared the definition inside the class. So this is the definition or the declaration used to define a particular function definition inside the class. So coming to the next definition, this is what it is. This is what it was declared. Add is a function which has been which has been declared outside the main class. So these are the this is how I'm going to declare add function outside the class. So each and every program should end with a main function. So this is how I'm going to declare an object. So CLR is used to clear the screen, and class name space object is used. This line is used to declare a object. So object dot function name. This is how we are going to call an function with the help of an object. So if I execute a program, this is the respective output that I am going to get. So next, the extension of a C++ programming is .cpp, and two steps I need to take it out. Alt plus F9 is to run, and Control plus F9 is to compile a C++ program. So what are the respective errors that we can see while we execute a C++ program? So there are two types of errors we can come across. The first one is logical errors, and the second one is syntactical errors. The logical errors are the errors which was uh, committed according to the mathematical logic, and the syntactical errors are the errors which we have mistyped the predefined words. So these type of errors are called as syntactical errors. So this is about the sample C++ program. Thanks for watching. Thank you.